Grab your cup. Do you have a lot of anxiety? Sometimes you maybe don't even know why. You just feel anxious. Or maybe you do know why, but you can't seem to get out of it. I want to teach you a technique that you can use today when you're feeling anxiety, but you also could do it on a regular basis if anxiety and worry is something that tends to be a regular thing in your body, okay? So I want to talk to you about your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve, vagus means wanderer, because your vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve. It comes out of the base of your skull. It comes down the back through your throat here, down the front of your throat, and then it wanders throughout your whole torso, and it hits every organ. It hits the lungs, it hits the heart, it hits the liver, it hits the kidneys, the adrenals, and it lands down in your gut. And the job of the vagus nerve is very, very important because its job is to take information from the brain and bring it to all those organs to let them know they're safe, we're safe, we're calm, you can go ahead and do your best function. So the vagus nerve tells all of those organs, says to the liver, go ahead, pull all those toxins out of the body, let's get rid of them. Tells the same thing to the kidneys, right? The kidneys do their part of that. Tells the cardiovascular system, calm down with the blood pressure, relax the heart rate, relax the blood pressure, open up those blood vessels, we're safe. It tells the gut, go ahead, metabolize that food, get the nutrients out, get rid of anything that shouldn't be in there, get rid of it along with the toxins from the liver. So the vagus nerve has a really important job. If we've spent a lot of time not feeling safe, maybe there was times in your life when you needed to be hyper vigilant because you didn't know what was going to be there when you walked into your house. You felt like it wasn't safe to express your emotions. You were always uncertain about what was coming. Or maybe you've had time periods in your life when there was just a lot of chronic stress and you always had a lot to deal with. When that happens, our nervous system can get stuck in that hypervigilant, I'm not okay state, even when there's really nothing life-threatening. There's no reason why our blood pressure needs to be up because we're not trying to run away from anything. There's no reason why the gut needs to shut down and stop metabolizing food and pulling nutrients out. But over time, when it keeps getting that message, then that happens. And then we have food issues and gut issues, which creates the basis for other health issues, right? So the vagus nerve is very, very important. And if your nervous system has been dysregulated, meaning not appropriately switching back into peace and calm, here's the technique I want to show you, okay? So take your hands first and go like this, because when you do that, you're going to feel energy between your hands. There's like an arc of energy. You can feel an invisible, like you're squeezing something or like you're rolling it. That tells you the strength of the energy that's in your hands. We're going to bring energy to the vagus nerve to wake it up a little bit. And when you're having an anxiety moment, you can do this. You don't have to do this part. This is just to show you the energy so you feel that, because our hands have a lot of energy in them. You're going to put your left hand at the base of your skull, your right hand at your heart, and just think about that energy arc that you just felt here, that you're connecting through your body from the base of your skull to your heart. That's going to start to get that energy from the vagus nerve here. So you're just bringing awareness. Okay? What you can do is take your right hand, massage here where it comes out from the back of your head, right here along your throat. Just gently massage. It's pretty surface here. It's not very deep, so massaging it will actually get the nerve to wake up. Okay? There's a lot of things that you can do for vagus nerve stimulation. I just want to show you one thing to to start here at the brain. We wake the vagus nerve up, we bring it some energy, and now what you're going to do is, and you probably want to do this laying down, especially if you're feeling very anxious, you're going to clasp your hands like this and put them behind your head, like you're cradling your head, okay? It's good to be laying down because then the weight of your head will press into your fingers and the fingers will stimulate right there at the base of the skull, or at least be seated. And sometimes you'll feel like a shift in your nervous system. So laying down is a good thing. Then you're safe if you feel a shift, okay? Now remember I said when you're very stressed, you're hypervigilant. What we do when we're stressed is we focus. Where's the problem? Where do I need to focus in order to be safe? So we narrow our gaze. So what you want to do, what we're going to do is get the eyes to move way over to the side, because that tells the brain, oh, I must be safe. If my eyes are going to the side, then I'm not worried about a problem. I'm not worried about a threat that's right in front of me. I'm actually allowing my vision to move to the side, and that's a good thing. So what you're going to do is you cradle your head and don't move your head at all, and take your eyes and move them all the way over to the right as far as you can. And you're going to hold them there. Get them as far to the right as you can and just breathe regularly. You're letting the weight of your head be in your hands. Your fingers are pressing where that vagus nerve comes out. Maybe you've already massaged here and brought some energy. And now you're doing something that the brain recognizes as safe. You want to hold your eyes to the right for at least 30 seconds to a minute, but you want to feel something happen with your breathing. Like maybe you yawn, maybe you take a sigh. Something happens where your breathing resets, okay? Then you're going to bring your eyes back to center, pause for a moment, and then go to the left. Same thing, looking at the left. Keep your eyes there as far over as you can. 30 seconds to a minute. Try to notice, do I yawn? Do I sigh? Some sort of reset in your breathing. That's the nervous system getting a message and resetting. And once you do that, you could repeat to the right and the left again if you feel that you need to. If you feel like it was a good enough of a reset and you actually feel your body calm down, that's the goal, right? Then you're good. So if you're in a moment when you're feeling a lot of anxiety, you can do that. And you can also do it a few times throughout the day. While you're waiting for your coffee to brew, you can do it. Okay, when you're at a red light, maybe not a red light because you got to watch the light. Maybe if you're just like you're parking the car at work and you take a minute before you head in, if you do it regularly, you'll keep telling your nervous system we're safe. Now, there may be, as I said, a lot of other things you need to do to actually change your thoughts, to rewire what your typical thinking patterns are. That's a whole nother thing. But this is one thing that you can do for your body. Have a good day.